All right, so today is Sunday and there are orders from today that need to get packed up and also from Saturday, yesterday. So I didn't pack any of that stuff last night, and I probably should have because there are 13 or 14 sales that are going out. So I need to get them all packed. I think a couple of them might be a little bit complicated, and honestly, I'm not feeling that great, and so I don't really want to spend. This 13 packages is going to take me at least an hour to pack. So I think I'm going to break them up into bunches. I might do 4 and then, take a little break and then do 4 more and come back. So yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. So stick around tonight. I'm going to get through all of these packages and then we'll see exactly how much money we made this weekend. I think it's going to be about, let's see, 160 plus 130. I think it's going to be $290 for the 2 days. That's what I'm going to predict. We'll see actual numbers at the end of the video. So I reveal all my secrets here. I post a video every day about my eBay shop and where I'm getting inventory, what I think is worth selling, and ultimately how much money I'm making as a part-time eBay reseller. So if you like that kind of thing, if it seems like it might be interesting, please think about subscribing. I'm doing pretty well with subscribers on this channel, and I want it to grow a little bit faster. So I would love it if you subscribed. It would make me feel really good. So, all right. So this morning I had to work. I had an outreach event, an outdoor outreach event that I went to. So I was out from, let's say, about 7:30 to probably 2:30 or 3 until I got home. And I think being out in that sun, I didn't eat anything. Did a number on me. So I came home, we got home, and I was really, really feeling bad. And I took a little nap for, I don't know, maybe 3 hours. So I don't know what time it is now. Maybe it's 7:30. And so I have all this work to do and I really have to get it done because all of this stuff has to go out tomorrow morning. I guess I could get up early tomorrow and do it, but I'm going to try to get it all done tonight. I'm going to do the first 4 on my list and maybe 5. And then we're going to go take a little trip to the grocery store, my wife and I. And then I'll be back to do the next 4, and I think I'll take a break. And then do 4 or 5 more and call it a night. I didn't get any listing done today, which I think there hasn't been any days for the last 3 or 4 months where I haven't worked on listing something. But I do have a lot of inventory here that I picked up over the last week or so, and it all needs to get listed quicker, sooner than later. So we're coming up on the fourth quarter pretty quickly here. And I have been scheduling my listings out. I used to do 5 listings a day and I would schedule them as far as eBay would let me. Then I started doing like at least $200 worth of listings a day and scheduling them out as far as I could. So right now today is August 17th, and I have stuff scheduled all the way through like September 2nd. And I'm thinking about, since we are getting close to the fourth quarter, that I'm just gonna publish all of these scheduled listings maybe today or tomorrow and get them out so that, nobody can buy them if they can't find them, if they're not actually listed. So the only real reason I do scheduling is because it gives me like some sort of accountability. If I say I'm going to do 5 listings a day and I schedule them that way, because I might be able to do 20, 30 one day and then maybe I'd only do 2 or 3 the next day. So scheduling them out makes it feel like I'm accomplishing something, and it keeps my accountability to myself up. So that's the reason why I do scheduling. I don't think it's probably the best business practice, but it is the best sort of psychological practice for me. So I'll probably continue to do that until I get if I'm too far out. Like right now I'm 2 weeks out. It seems a little bit too far. So I will just, if I get like a week out or 2 weeks out, I'm just going to publish everything in one big go. Oh, I think another sale just came in. Nope, just another message from eBay. Okay, so that's been about 5 minutes of just jibber jabbering. So let's turn this camera around and then get at least a few items packaged and ready to ship. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items ready to pack. First, I'm going to very, very quickly add these sales to the tally board. So Thursday and Friday, 6 and 2. So I just keep track of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, how many sales come in on each day of the week. And I'm trying to just get some kind of data to tell me if one day of the week gets more sales than others. And I have a feeling by the time I'm done, it's going to even out. But right now, Tuesday is still in the lead, and it's been that way for several weeks, if not months. So that job is done. 6 Thursday. I'm just adding a note to my spreadsheet so I know that I added those already. So we got 7 orders from yesterday. We might as well add those too, because we won't be getting any more Saturday orders. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's that. Let me put that note in here too. So that's done. Okay, what are we gonna work on first here? Let's go in order. I like to go in order that these packages or these orders came in, even though there's no reason to do that. It just keeps me organized. All right, this right here, this big thing you can't really see is it's like the cargo cover for my car. We bought a car in about November or December of last year. That's not gonna fit in there. We bought this car in November or December of last year, and it has this cargo cover, which I guess the point of these things is just to hide your stuff so somebody doesn't want to steal it. I always have the back seat down. It's like a mini SUV, I guess. I always have the back seat down because I'm filling it with junk from garage sales and stuff. So I don't see any purpose for this for me, so I decided to list it and sell it. It went for $100, but I need to go out to the garage and find a box that fits it. So I'm gonna cut this video and I'll come right back. Okay, I pulled this box from the garage and I did a little trimming on it already to get it in shape, and it's just too unwieldy to try to film this kind of work. So hopefully you'll forgive me for that. It's not that exciting to see a box getting folded, I guess. So there it is. It's all done, ready to go, just about. I'm just gonna finish covering up these ends that are exposed. And then I'm gonna stick this car carrier thing in here, or cargo cover. And like I said, I don't really know how to assign a cost of goods to something like this. Like it came with the car. It didn't really cost me anything. I just put a $0 cost of goods for my edification, so I can see how much money I made off of it. But for the purposes of tax write-offs, I'm probably just gonna leave it at 0. It'd be fine. All right, it goes right in here. Hopefully I got the size right. I'm not gonna really put any padding or paper or anything. Maybe a little bit at this end where it's a little too long. And I'll just, I'm gonna use this brown paper over here. I wanna get rid of this anyway. This is like, paper that comes in Amazon packages or whatever. I save all of this stuff and then use it when I need it. I usually try to get rid of it right away so that it's not cluttering up the space down here. All right, these are folding over. This needs to go. So this is why I did most of this work off camera, because what can you see here? Nothing. A big box like this, I need the camera to be back another 6 feet, and I'm not going to be able to do that. So we'll just leave it as, okay, we're almost there. This one for sure will go to FedEx because of the length of it. It probably would be smart for me to shorten it. It'd be cheaper to ship if it's a little bit shorter, because there's probably about 6 inches on the end there that are unnecessary. But I don't want to manhandle this box that much. All right, here we go. So these boxes, I built this workbench and I thought it was going to be big enough to do just about anything I wanted to do here, but a box like this really needs more space. It's big. So like right now it won't stand up on its own. I can't really do much with this because it is so unwieldy. I'm gonna try to use this. Yeah, that'll work. Because I need this to be standing up so I can put these layers of tape on here. All right, how about the ends? Yeah, I think I need tape on the ends too. I'm not sure what's going on here. I can't remember how this box is put together. All right, it's a little bit bubbly and a little bit weird, but it's gonna get the job done. I don't know where this is going. I didn't look to see how far it's gonna have to travel, but let's get it finished right now, because I'm already overheating and I'm ready to be done with this. And I haven't even finished the first package yet. Okay, I got the listing up. This is going to Texas, so it's relatively far. I'm just gonna buy the label for this one because it's gonna be the only FedEx one. I think it's gonna be the only FedEx one. So I'm gonna buy the label here on the phone. Let me go back here. Whoops. Okay, I need this scale and I need it in the middle here. So I got this was a cheap scale, but I like it because it has a detached screen up here. I have it on the wall and it has a long cord to go to it, so I can put big packages on it and not have to worry about them blocking the screen. So this is 6 pounds, 1 ounce. I think I only charged 6 pounds on this thing. So I'm a little bit over. I'm gonna have to pay a little extra. Okay, let's do it. 6 pounds, 1 ounce. Tape measure. This box is huge. 48 by 19 by 4. 48 by 19, whoops, I put 79. 19 by 4, let's see where we're at. Okay, it's only $24 to ship. $24.29, that's not bad. All right, I'm buying that label right now, and then I'm going to save the label, whoops, and then open the printer app, just not that, printer app, and open this file. If I'm just doing one label, I usually just print it from the phone through Bluetooth, and it works pretty well with this Nelco printer I have. Thermal label printer. Okay, so this I can put in the car. Oh shoot, my car is full of junk. I need to clear that all out tonight because I won't be able to fit this in here. I don't like when they go on crooked like that, but that's what happened. I'm not gonna replace it. Okay, put this out of the way. Okay, how much did we pay for that label? 40, 20? That's an 8 o'clock alarm. It's supposed to give the dog a pill at 8 o'clock. Shoot, 24.29. I'm going to put that in the spreadsheet right now. 29. And then we'll come back and look at profits on all these items later. Okay, now on to the slightly easier items. That should be by far the most complicated package of the night. Hopefully we won't have to deal with anything else like that here coming up. Is this a good size box? This box is bigger than it needs to be, but it's right here. I might as well just use it. I am slowly getting some of my boxes organized. These random, I do reuse boxes if I can get them. So my own boxes I reuse. Boxes that come from work I reuse. Sometimes I get boxes from a local organization that collects boxes and gives them away for the purposes of saving the environment, I guess. So I'm not saving the environment right now. I'm using way more packaging than this thing needs. This is a gift set of Philosophy. It's like shampoo and bath body wash. I got this at a yard sale maybe 2 weekends ago. Either last weekend or 2 weekends. I can't remember for sure. But I think I only paid $1 for it. I'll tell you in a second for sure. Okay, I paid $1 for this on August 2nd, so that would have been 2 weekends ago. It weighs 2 pounds, 15 ounces, which is essentially 3 pounds, so I just write that. And it is 13 by 9 by 11. And it's going to DC in Alabama, Philosophy. So that one's done. All right, next. Here's a vintage Aggravation board game for 2 to 6 players. It says America's Favorite Family Game Deluxe Party Edition. It doesn't seem that deluxe. There's only a cardboard game board in there, and then a couple of dice and a handful of marbles. I think it has 1 die and maybe 12 marbles, so it's barely even a game, really. And I've been hesitating to buy board games recently because just packaging, just inventorying them, making sure that all the pieces are there is too time consuming, and typically all the pieces are not there. In this case, this was only $2. How much was this? Oh, $5 I paid for this. But I looked on the back, it listed the contents, which were so minimal. I was able in the store to pop it open and see if all the pieces were there, and they were. So I purchased that. It's not a big seller, but it had a quick sell-through rate. I think I only had this for 2 weeks and it's sold for $25 plus shipping, $24.99. So not too bad. I would have been happier if I only paid $2 for it, but I paid $5 and I turned it into $25. By the time we're done with fees and everything, we'll see at the end of the video exactly how much money each of these items brings home. I'm not going to put, I was thinking about putting bubble wrap around it, but it's only $24 game, so I'll use paper instead of bubble wrap. I don't know where this box came from. I think it might have had a computer in it, a laptop. That's my 8 o'clock alarm again, telling me I ignored it. So I need to finish this up and then go give Pineapple his pills. So I just put that stretch wrap around it to keep the pieces, keep the lid on, keep the pieces from getting lost in there, and then I'm filling the rest of this box with paper. Good. I'm gonna have several kind of biggish packages to go out, and I'm not sure what's going on with my mail carrier. I did not see her on my cameras last week at all. Every day of the week there was a different person here picking up my packages. So I'm a little concerned because typically if she's going on vacation or something, she leaves me a note because she knows that you know, I'm putting out packages every day, and she knows as her business that having good pickups is important. So they did come every day this week, but I could see on the cameras how confused some of these carriers were. Like, I'm imagining I'm not the only person who is requesting pickups from the porch of 5 to 10 to 12 packages every day, but yeah, they seemed like they didn't know what to do. All 5 of them seemed a little confused. And I'm basing this on a 30-second camera footage from a Blink camera, so who knows what's really going on. But I went to the post office Saturday morning to drop off some packages, and I was considering asking them, you know, what's going on with her, if she's okay, or if there's something going on. But I decided that would be a step too far. A little bit too invasive. Okay, Aggravation. This is 2 pounds 10 ounces, so 3 pounds. It's pretty big. 22 by, I think 22 or 23 is the cutoff for oversized packages. Like if something is 23 inches long on one side or 24 inches from the post office, it can be it can get an extra surcharge of I think $4. So that's kind of a lot of money to add. Okay, KC in Ohio. That one's done. All right, the next 2 should be, well, I thought this was going to be easy, but I forgot how big these wrenches were. This is a set of Craftsman wrenches. I think I got these at a garage sale. I know I got a bunch of wrenches and sockets at garage sales, so vintage Craftsman stuff. And I think these were that. Pretty sure they were. So I lowered the prices of all these Craftsman tools for some reason. I just decided I wanted to get rid of them. So these I probably had listed at one time for like $30 or $25. And I just lowered all the wrenches to $9.99. It's like I just want to get these out of here. I have so many of them. Now I have envelopes here, bubble mailers, and I don't know if any of them are going to be long enough to fit this package. So I'm going to have to cut a little off the end. That's fine. Whoops. And I want to close these ends down if I can, because I don't want these wrenches, you know, sliding and shooting out. If they get thrown in a certain way, they will shoot right out of this cardboard and through the end of this package. This one has been used before, but it's, let me see, I might have a different one that's a little nicer. These are too short, the bubble ones. That's too small. This one. You know what I'm gonna do? Just leave this right in here and put it in another envelope. So this is gonna be pretty heavy. I mean, metal wrenches, it's probably 2.5 pounds. We'll find out in a second. All right. Shoot. This is looking ugly, this package, but it's gonna be fine. Okay, wrench weighs 1 pound 11, so 2 pounds. This package is 16 by 14 by 1, and who's it going to? So only $10 on these. I paid like $1.10 for them. SJ, put that there. Put that there. Put it somewhere. All right, next one up. This is going in an envelope too. Let me get one of these smaller ones. This is a book, a paperback book, The Man Who Killed Boys. This is the true story of John Wayne Gacy, who actually lived and killed just right in my neighborhood, really. Generally in my neighborhood. Norwood Park. I'm pretty close to that. There's, you know, people are still interested in that subject all these years later. I think there's a new, I know there was a documentary, like a multiple part documentary series, I think it was on Peacock a few years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And I think there's a dramatization coming out, and maybe on Peacock again, just in the next couple of weeks or couple of months. So I don't know if that would drive up interest in this book, but I don't even remember where I got this. Okay, I got this from a free box, so I didn't pay anything for it, and I sold it for $10. I think I had it listed for like 15 and somebody offered me 10, so I took it. It's hard to pass up $10 on something that you got for free. Okay, it's very hot down here today, in the last few days. Okay, Gacy, that is only 5 ounces. It is 13 by 8 by 1, 5 ounces, 13 by 8 by 1. And who's it going to? Let's see. KA, all the way in Texas. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it here. We're gonna go grocery shopping, and then I'm gonna come back and work on some more of these packages. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back from the grocery store. We weren't gone very long, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. I'm gonna leave this fan on and hope that it doesn't affect the volume or the audio too much. It's just, I'm just feeling bad and I need that cool air blowing on me. So apologize, but that's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna go in order again. I have this book, the KJV Cross-Reference Study Bible, King James Version. This isn't a high value Bible. It looks nice, but it's like a mass produced. I think they made a bunch of them with different variations on this cover, different floral patterns or whatever. So I bought this for $2.56 at Unique. Unique is really the only thrift store that I ever find religious books at. For whatever reason, it seems like you would find them at Salvation Army or maybe even Goodwill. But I find them at Unique usually. They have a whole religious section there, which makes it easy to find them. And I usually do very well on religious books. So if I find some, in most cases, I'm just gonna buy them. I think even the ones that don't sell for a huge amount of money do pretty good on how fast they sell. So this one I've had listed since March, actually, middle of March, and it's the middle of August now. So that's what, 6 months, 5 months, and it only sold for $10.99, but I paid $2 for it, $2.50. So not a big winner, but every dollar adds up, I guess. So I'm gonna put it in this box right here. It's a little too big, really, to do an envelope, but I don't know. I've seen some other sellers, like big, well-known sellers who specialize in books, just putting them in what do you call these? Just the plain envelopes without even any bubble wrap or anything. But I don't feel comfortable doing that. I'm not really a book collector, but I'm definitely a book person. And the idea of getting a book in an envelope like that makes my teeth hurt or something. Makes me feel like, shoot, I would feel like this person doesn't care about the buyer, if I put that if I receive something in an envelope like that. Okay, I gotta get tape. Okay, Bible. I need a reset on this. This tears off by 5 ounces. 211, so 3 pounds. 13 by 11 by 3. And this is going to KR, only in Tennessee, not too far. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna have enough room for all of my finished packages on my countertop here, so I'm gonna have to move things around pretty soon. Okay, right now I'm gonna replace this tape. I'm not gonna force you to watch me doing that, so hold on. All right, we're back. Get rid of this, keep this here. Okay, next up is a little remote control. This is for a Optima video projector. So I got this for free. I've had a bunch of remotes, and most of them are not anything worth selling. But occasionally you find a weird one or a specialized one or something, and they do pretty well. This one I only sold for $8, but I didn't pay anything for it. And I'm going to stick it in an envelope and get it out of here. So $8 coming in. Remote control going out. Oh, come on. I need this to fit in here, and I need it to go smoothly because I don't have the patience for this tonight. I need every package that I'm doing tonight to go smoothly. It's been a tough day. Okay, got it. All right, remote. This is only 4 ounces and it's 10 by 6 by 2. It's going to somebody, I don't know what this means. I'm going to put DR. There's some other stuff in a parentheses afterwards, so I don't know what that stands for, but I'm not going to worry about it. DR. All right, next. These plates. These are Wedgewood plates designed by Vera Wang. They're brand new, still have the stickers, never been used. I have some other stuff with this same pattern, so hopefully somebody will buy all of that stuff. I did take an offer on this. It's a little bit lower than I would have liked, but it's okay. I sold these. It's 3 plates for $55, and I paid $6 for the 3 of them. $6.60 for the 3 of them. I already had them bubbled up together and stretch wrapped and everything from when I created the listing. So they don't need too much extra bubble wrap, but I want to get a few wraps in each direction just to keep these safe. They have this, you can't really see it, but they have this blue pattern. It's funny how, I wonder how these collaborations work. Like, does Vera Wang come in and I'm assuming they have plates, like the actual blank plates all ready to go, and then somebody like her or her team or whatever comes in and just makes the printing that goes on it, designs that. But it's also possible that she just comes in and says, and they say, here's 10 patterns we've got ready to go. Which one do you want to put your name on? I wouldn't be surprised if it's like that, but I don't have any reason to, I don't have any evidence. All right, a good box, nice box. It feels good using these brand new boxes that are exactly the size that you want them to be, but I can't justify buying tons of boxes if I can get some for free. You know, if I get Amazon boxes, I have to use them. It's financially responsible, and it's probably more environmentally responsible. And I bought these boxes specifically for plates, dinner plates. So I'm just padding it up as much as I can. We're almost done. So these kind of items, they use so much packing materials that it's hard to say if it's justified buying stuff like this, but I just kind of like these things, and you know, $55, maybe I have $1.50 worth of packing materials here, maybe more, I don't know. In any event, it's done. Plates, oh, they're heavy. 6 pounds even, that's good. 16 by 16 by 5. And who's it going to? WF. New York City. No, New York State, not New York City. Okay, last thing I have here. Callista Tools. This is some kind of hair care stuff. Brush. Has some clips. It comes in this little case. It's like a curling iron of some kind. What did I pay for this? I paid $3.30 for this at a garage sale. I mean, that's an averaged out price based on how much I spent for everything I bought at that sale. Surely $3.30. This box is in rough shape. Okay, good. And I sold it for $49.99, so that's a pretty good turnaround on that. I don't know how to tell. Some hair care appliances are worth a good amount of money, and some are not. And I don't really know how to tell except just looking them up. So $50 for this is pretty good for a used hot brush. This I think is going overseas. Let's see where it's going. Through eBay International Shipping, through, let's see, show recipient address. Stockholm, Sweden. That's cool. I don't know what's going on that they need specialized hair brushes in Stockholm, but hopefully they're happy with this. All right, I'm gonna put a couple of strips this way since this is gonna be going all the way to Sweden. We're gonna try to keep it together in one piece. I've been skipping this step recently in an effort to save tape, and also just kind of an experiment to see how much tape you actually need to get a box where it's going. I'm gonna write brush on here. And it's not very heavy, 2 pounds, 13 by 11 by 3, and EIS. I think there might be 2 EIS orders, so I'm going to write EIS on here and then LE, which is the name of the buyer. So, okay, that's 4 done. I'm going to take another break here, go upstairs and drink some Gatorade, and then come back in a little bit and finish up with the last 4. Okay, we're back for the last round here. We've got 4 more orders to pack, and we're going to start with this Catan. Will it fit in here? I think it will. It's pretty close, but I'm going to put it in there in one of those. Okay, let me grab a box. I'm going to grab a couple while I'm out here. One of these and one of these, and no. Okay, let's start with the Catan. I think I'm going to fit it in this box, and it should go pretty quick. Again, I'm leaving that fan on. It's just too much right now. Okay, come on. Catan. Fits. Not quite like a glove, but it fits. Does it fit? It does fit. I just have to get this flap out of the way. Pretty sure. This flap out of the way. Okay, it fits. This is a very tight fit, but it's gonna get there without any trouble. Gotta get this down. Oh, I need this to fit. I don't want to be struggling tonight. It's not ideal. All right, forget it. Or can start over. Wasting time. All right, forget that. Let's try a different one. Better take this with me. This one. Perfect. What do I have? I'm using this stuff. Air pockets. The one there. Try to get one here. Will it close if I put two? I don't think so. No. Okay, get two of those. A little bit close. This has been a frustrating day, and this is barely even anything to get upset about. But I'm building up. You know, things have been building all day long. Minor little things are causing me to feel angry. But anyway, we're done. And no tape, of course. Okay, close it up. Don't know what all of these labels are, but I'm gonna have to cover some of them. And like that, and that. Okay, Catan. It's gonna be relatively heavy. 3 pounds 3, so we're gonna call 4. This is 16 by 12. I have 16 by 12 by 5. And I'm gonna mark it the initials of the buyer, which are SO. This box is going to New Jersey. I got this for $5 at a garage sale just like 2 weeks ago. I had it listed for $25. $21 offer came in today, so we'll take it. Let's get this out of here. And then what's next? Okay, these little baby shoes, toddler shoes. When I was listing these, I was talking about how they're called Josmo Walker, and I thought it was because they were shoes for little babies who are learning to walk. But actually, it's just the guy's name is Josmo Walker, the company name. So I thought they were walking shoes for toddlers, but no, I was wrong. So if you saw that video and you thought I was an idiot, I guess you were right. I didn't know what I was talking about. But these shoes will surely fit in here just fine. I'm going to have to put some paper around them. I'm going to try to wrap up each one individually so they don't rub against the box or against each other. These little baby shoes are made out of leather. They're pretty fancy for baby shoes, and I bought them for $1.10 at the Goodwill last month in July, the middle of July, and I sold them for $25.19 plus shipping. Usually I usually do calculated shipping, and almost all of these items will have a shipping charge associated with them for the buyer. Those plates, when I listed those, I was experimenting with free shipping, and I think it's probably a mistake. I think that somebody would have paid that same amount and also paid for shipping on those. So I sold them for $55, and I didn't get any shipping on top of that. So when I buy labels at the end of this video, the cost of those, the profit on those plates will have dropped quite a bit. Okay, shoes, 14 ounces, so 1 pound. This box is 10 by 7 by 3, and we're sending them to CC. J. This guy's got a lot of names. H.J. in Pennsylvania. Okay, next up. This is a hat. This is one that's been floating around here for a little while. I bought a big lot of hats. Maybe I forgot to turn my microphone on, so if there's a change in the quality of the audio, I apologize, but it's on now. Yeah, I bought this big lot of hats, and this one says Vintage Polo Sport Ralph Lauren flag hat. It's got a little stain on it. Let me make sure I included that in the listing. No, I want to see the actual listing. No, come on eBay, just give me what I want. See more item specifics. No. Show recipient address. No. All right, they don't give me the option to see the actual listing, which is crazy. Ad tracking. No. See more item specifics. No. There it goes. Man, they really want to make this difficult. Hat has never been worn, but has a stain on the front. There, okay. That's covered. So anyway, I got a ton of hats, like maybe, at this point I can't remember how many hats it was, but I paid, by the time I averaged out how much I paid for them, I paid 36 cents for each of these hats. So this one, Ralph Lauren, it's a pretty sought after one, I guess. I think I had it listed for like 60 bucks. I sent out an offer today of 45 because it's been here since 5/17/24. So well over a year now. Doesn't feel that long ago, but that's how long ago it was. And this is going to go through international shipping. In a second, we'll check to see where it's going. But for now, it's going close by here, Glendale Heights, to the eBay shipping hub, international shipping hub. And that will be going to, all right, polo hat, 8 ounces, and it's going to IS, S, it looks like Germany, SNP. From the name, this looks like Germany, Munich. So good. This box is 10 by 7 by 3. Okay, that's that one's done. Now, will this thing fit in this box? I do not think so. All right, let's get rid of this and clear this place up a little bit. Get rid of this box and find one that will fit that next item, which is a grill cover. I'll do this one. No, this one. It's gonna fit in here whether it wants to or not. So this is a Weber grill cover. A couple of weeks ago, there was a garage sale where they advertised everything was free. And I went there and there was a few things. This was a listing on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or something. And there was some things in the photos that made me think it was going to be worth it to drive there. So I drove over there. The stuff that I was actually after was gone, but I did find quite a few things there. Some shoes, some Pez dispensers, and this Weber grill cover. And the lady who was there, it was her sale, technically not a sale, but her sale. She told me the model number of it, which I hope she was accurate because that's how I listed it. Whatever it was, I don't remember for sure. And I'm putting a piece of cardboard on here, so if somebody cuts this with a knife, they won't go into the grill cover. So I got this for free at this garage sale. She told me the model number OEM 7139 Spirit. This is what she told me. This was the grill it was for. There's no markings on this thing to tell me for sure that's exactly right, but why would she tell me something wrong? All right, Weber only has 1 B in it, 2 pounds 14, so 3 pounds. This box is gonna be 1310.6, and it's going to someone with the initials DSP. So that's all 4 packages. I'm gonna take another break here. I'm trying to make some rice upstairs, so I'm gonna go upstairs and eat, and then I'm gonna come back, put the labels on these, and then I'm gonna tell you the breakdown of how much money we made on each of these items and total for the weekend. So stick around for another break. Everybody's got labels. They're all ready to go. This whole stack will go out on the porch tomorrow for my carrier to pick up. This big one I'll take with me on my way to work and drop it off at FedEx tomorrow. So let's just run down the numbers before we end this video. And okay, Saturday, I'm gonna go through all the things on Saturday. We'll see how much money we made then, and then we'll go through all of Sunday. Okay, so we'll start with the cargo cover for the car. And after fees and everything, that earned $95.38. So pretty good for something that I just didn't want anymore. Probably would have thrown in the garbage. The Philosophy shampoo and shower gel gift kit made $14.62. Aggravation, the board game, $15.26. The 2 kind of big Craftsman wrenches, I should have sold those for more, I guess, but I made $6.74 on those. The John Wayne Gacy book, $7.98. That King James Reference Study Bible, $6.32. And the little remote control for the projector made $8.50. So total for Saturday was $154.80. Okay, on to Sunday sales, today's sales. We got some Wedgewood plates with Vera Wang design on them, and they sold for $31.47 profit. A Callista Tools hair brush, hot air hairbrush, $39.50 profit. The Catan board game, $10.11. The little baby shoes, $16.68. The Ralph Lauren polo vintage cap, $39.90. And the Weber grill cover that I got for free, I made $17.64 on that. So for today, profit wise, we made $155.33, so just about the same as yesterday, pretty close. So we're looking at just over $300 by the time we add up the whole weekend. Let's quickly do a function here, sum this up and see. I think it's going to be $310. Yep, $310.10. So not too bad. Still, our average profit for each day of the month of August is still pretty low, down at $113.69. So I want that number higher, but we had 2 decent days. I'm not complaining. So that's it for tonight. I've had a rough day today. I'm not feeling well, and I got all of these packages packed up anyway. So it took me probably, it's 11:30 now. I think I started this at like 7 o'clock. So it took a long time to get through these packages tonight, but they're all done and we don't have to think about it anymore. Hopefully, I mean, I'd be happy to get another sale tonight, but I don't really want to pack it. So let's say hopefully we won't get any more packages tonight. So thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Bye.